just looking at what the team needed more than what I thought was going to work. I think you had to just kind of play it by ear and see how things were progressing during the week. So we changed up a little bit, got some time together as a team, and gave the guys some time off. So back at it, ready for practice and meetings today, and looking forward to going out to Georgia and playing a Georgia Southern team that's really excited to play. I've been watch the film; they're motivated. They're coming off of a win against Texas State, and I see a lot of athleticism and speed on the field. So be a good matchup for us, and looking forward to the game, being out that way, and then I'm sure we'll see some BYU Cougar faithful out in Georgia. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'll take any questions you guys have.
Questions for Coach? Go ahead, Mitch.
Hey, Kalani, with all the success you and your program have had during your tenure recently, it's led to your name being mentioned as a potential candidate for some notable jobs out on the West Coast, in Washington and even USC. What's your interest level in those coaching vacancies?
I know why you guys are asking those questions and things like that, but I'm focused on getting our team ready for Georgia Southern, playing this game. That's been my focus the entire season. Is whether you ask that question back in August, September, October, and now in November, the answer is still the same. I'm trying to take this thing week by week and focus on getting these guys ready to play at their best. We have some lineups and some changes in lineups, and with health issues, trying to get guys back. And so all my attention can only go to the boys and trying to give the fans what they want this weekend, which is performing at our best. And I think we do that, we'll be happy with the result. So, but I understand why you're asking the question, but that's my focus.
And just to follow up, I know the focus is this week, but does the upcoming move to the Big 12 Conference feel like you received a job promotion or kind of a new job here at BYU with that elevated status being in a P5 league in the future?
I think that more than anything, it was just confirming what I already knew, that we have an amazing fan base, and we're a big-time program, and then that just kind of confirms that with the invite to the Big 12. But that doesn't happen for some time, and so my focus is just getting the team ready. That's all I care about, is getting the team ready for this season, this week, and we'll just keep it at that. I can't control what happens a year from now or even 2 weeks from now. I can only control what happens today and our opponent this weekend, and that's our entire focus on Georgia Southern.
Okay, we'll now have questions from Jay Drew, followed by Jared Lloyd, and then Alex.
Kalani, as far as going back to the Eastern time zone, you did it 3 times last year. Number one, will you be leaving a day early like normal, and also 2 days before the game? And also, do you feel like you've learned a lot over the years that it's just really not that big a deal to move to play a game 2 time zones away?
Well, I think there's a lot that goes into the game, and I think yes, we will be going a day earlier, and so we will do that as long as I'm head coach here. That's what I want to focus on, is getting the guys acclimated to the time difference, and a lot of that can be said by having 2 nights of sleep in the new time zone. So we're going to do that again. So we'll leave Thursday and be ready for that game Saturday. I think there's a lot that goes into it. I think the way we travel and the fact that we're flying Delta will be huge for us, be comfortable. So just thankful that we have some great partners that make it available for us, and that makes the flight a lot easier getting there. And we'll be staying in a nice hotel with Marriott, and so just throwing out all our corporate sponsors out there just so everybody understands.
And then do you as far as season-ending injuries, do you have any injury updates? You said last week that you know a little bit more.
We will.
Specifically on Neil Pau, I guess.
Neil Pau won't play in this game against Georgia Southern, and I think we're stretching it if it's going to be for the bowl game. So that's as honest as I could be without knowing all the details. You know what I mean, Jay? So I think that's enough information for you guys. I think as soon as we know more, I'll let you know, or A-Rod will, or Neil will himself. But I think that's kind of like how we're looking at it right now. We have to wait how the next week progresses, but I think it's pretty sure he's not going to play in this game, and more likely not playing in the USC game as well.
Kalani, talk about what you've seen from as you prepare for Georgia Southern. What challenges do they present?
Yeah, speed and athleticism. I mean, there's great athletes on the field. You can see it, and that's every position. They're well coached, and they're motivated. I mean, they've gone through some adversity, and you can tell that they play close. That they love each other and they care about each other as teammates, and so you see that it's evident on the film. And so we're looking forward to a great matchup. I know they're coming off a win, so they have some momentum and some belief, and I think when you see what they do offensively, the scheme is difficult because it's very similar to what Coastal Carolina did to us last year, and so but they also can throw the ball. They get big chunks in play action pass, but they utilize their personnel really well. Everybody is a threat to run the ball or be a pitch man, and everybody's a threat to catch the ball too. So quarterback can run, and they have a number of them that can do it. And defensively, they play tough and they're fast, really athletic. That's the thing you can notice that jumps out on film is the athleticism and the speed.
When you come off a bye week, sometimes teams are rested and sometimes teams are rusty. How do you make sure you're rested and not rusty?
Yeah, I think you have to practice, and the approach last week was so we can stay on top of everything and not just have a complete week off. You know what I mean? It's the doing enough to give them some rest, but also enough to get some work and make sure that you don't get rusty. And so I feel like we're rested. We'll see how it looks today, but I'm pretty sure the approach and the mindset today will be to get ready to roll. And if there's any rust, let's shake it off now. Saturday's not the time for it to show up. So we're going to have to practice really hard and be physical at times. And that's, I mean, it's the tail end of the year, so we have to be smart. But our approach is to try to get better every week. And I feel like we've done that along the way. And hopefully we can keep improving and getting better this week. And that starts with today's practice.
Coach, a few weeks ago, you guys had that stretch where you lost back-to-back games, and now obviously you're on a 3-game winning streak. What do you think has been trending right for you guys these last 3 games where you seem to have kind of turned around from that funk earlier in the season?
Well, I think just looking at the reasons why we didn't perform at our best and ways to get better. I think easy thing to do when you don't get the result you want, whether it's a win or a loss, you tend to panic, and sometimes you overcorrect way too many things, and you blame things that actually have nothing to do with the result. For us is to look at the things that caused us issues and didn't allow us to play at our best, and then approach the mistakes and get better. I think the mindset our assistant coaches took in the meetings and improvement in practice, you saw it, and then in the way that we play, and then also just the way our players are. I mean, they're always looking to get better, and they can be hard on themselves. I think it's important for me to get them focused on improvement rather than feeling embarrassed or upset about the loss. I think you get over it by just getting to work and focusing on the next opponent and finding ways to get better. So we want to improve and get better regardless of the result, and it just happens that we had a couple games that the result didn't go the way that we wanted it, but sometimes you still win games and that result wasn't as good as you still wanted it, and I think it's important to fix those. So yeah, focus is just get better, and that's what we're going to keep doing, man. I feel like we got better last week as a team during the bye week, and looking forward to seeing how much better we get this week.
Okay, we have a couple questions from Jay Couch.
Yeah, Coach, you guys faced Coastal Carolina last year, and they kind of had a hybrid offense, a hybrid option offense like you're going to see this week. how different or similar is what Georgia Southern runs to what Coastal Carolina ran against you?
Yeah, very similar. I think they do a lot of different things, but they actually have very similar systems. So can't remember all the details, but I thought, scoring wise, I thought defense did okay last year. I thought we just made too many mistakes as a team altogether that didn't take advantage of opportunities and made some mistakes that took points off the board. And so, those mistakes can be costly. We just need to keep learning from it, even if they happened last year. And so the goal is for us to be in a better position. I don't think we dominated the line of scrimmage like we can last year. So this year, hoping that we can get that done. But it's easier said than done. And it's getting these guys to buy into just being physical up front and doing it consistently. And that's our job, is to get the most out of these guys and have them enjoy the physical part of the game.
You kind of got a unique situation here where both of these final two games you guys are going to face, obviously you said you're focusing on this game, but both of these final two games have an interim head coach running these programs. Is there any advantage or disadvantage to that situation?
No, all I can go off of what I see on film, and when you see a team that's motivated and they care about each other and they're excited to be on the field and they're enjoying it, that's what I look at and I say, okay, these guys really love playing this game, and that's what we're expecting from Georgia Southern. I can't really speak on everything else, but I know that when teams go through some adversity, it either breaks them apart or binds them together. And what I've seen from Georgia Southern is this group, they care about each other and they're going to play hard for each other. So we need to have that same mindset that we have on our team and make sure that we show up and that we play at our best. I know we're going to get their best. I say it to you guys a lot, that we just need to make sure that they get our best as well.
Okay, Coach, thank you. I appreciate your time today. We've got Dallin Holker ready to go, and so have a great day.
All right, guys, stay safe. Thanks.